Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah. Surely we have revealed the Quran in a blessed night. Some people think that this blessed night is the 15th of Sha'ban. So certain prayers and additional acts of worship are done at the 15th night of Sha'ban. However, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's nothing authentically reported from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he did any special acts of worship on the 15th night of Sha'ban. And so how do we understand what does this Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah, what does this blessed night mean? And so we go to the first principle of usul al-tafsir, that the Quran explains the Quran. And if we go to another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains exactly what is this blessed night, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr, that surely we have revealed the Quran in the night of Qadr. And Laylatul Qadr, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to seek it in the last 7 nights. And we have now entered the last 7 nights. And it's called Laylatul Qadr because Al-Qadr has one of 3 meanings. It's called Laylatul Qadr because Qadr means something that has value, as Allah subhanahu said, وَمَا قَدْرُ اللَّهِ حَقَّ قَدْرِهِ. They have not valued or given due estimation of Allah as He deserves. So Laylatul Qadr is called Qadr because of its value. خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. It is worth better than 1,000 months. It's not, as sometimes we mistakenly say, it is equal to 1,000 months. Allah subhanahu is telling us it is more than 1,000 months. So Qadr because it's a night of value. Qadr also means destiny. This is the night where the destiny of what is going to happen to us in the next year is written down. And we know that acts of worship and the Duaa, the supplication that goes up to Allah subhanahu, that can change the destiny. And so this is why there's an increased act of worship. The Prophet ﷺ used to stick to the masjid, make i'tikaf to ensure he catches this night. Qadr also means restricted. As Allah subhanahu said, فَقَدْرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ. Allah subhanahu restricts this person's provision or restricts this person's rizq, his wealth. And so it's restricted and it's crowded this night because تَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَالرُّوحُ فِيهَا, that the angels en masse and Jibreel alayhi salam, they descend this night, so it's very crowded. And so it's an amazing night, and some of the things we can do is to make sure that we come here on time to catch the Isha prayer, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, surely the person who stands with the Imam, meaning from the beginning when the Imam starts to stand. And we know that the Imam in the night starts to stand at the Isha prayer. So whoever stands with the Imam, until the Imam finishes the Salah, it is written for him that he prayed the whole night. So imagine one of these nights is going to be Laylatul Qadr. And if it's written for you that you prayed the whole night, and you multiply that by over 1,000 months, the rewards will be astronomical. So it does make sense to leave the home maybe 5 or 10 minutes early so you're not missing the Isha prayer, or you're coming late and you miss this massive reward. It makes sense to stick around after the 4 rak'ah is finished for another 10-15 minutes, because now you get hours worth in return of rewards, especially if one of these nights is considered to be Laylatul Qadr. Now, a couple questions about witr. If you're going to intend to pray more later during the night, there's one of 2 options you can do. The first is if the Imam prays witr, which is 3 rak'ah, then you enter the salah if you want to pray more later in the night without the intention of witr, but you're going to continue making the intention of praying qiyamul layl or taraweeh. And so when the Imam gives salam, you're going to stand up and add 1 more rak'ah to make it 4 rak'ah instead of 3, because witr is an odd number rak'ah. Or if you're not sure you're going to pray later in the night or not, then you can make the intention to pray witr with the Imam. And then if you do get up later to pray at night, then you can make the salah during the later part in the night, but you do not pray witr again, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La witrani fi layla." There are no 2 witr prayers in one night. So it's not a condition that if you prayed witr, you cannot pray anymore. You can. It's just that you don't pray two witrs. I ask Allah subhanahu Jalla wa ala to enable us to catch Laylatul Qadr, and may He accept our fast and our qiyam. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.